You thought Springfield, Ohio was the only town being overrun with migrants?
The immigrant population here in Charleroi has grown by more than 2,000% in the last 2 years.
First, check out this news report about schools struggling to keep up.
It's a big challenge that we just couldn't have seen coming.
These are the faces of children who don't speak English and often endured dangerous, traumatic journeys to reach the U.S., who now attend Charleroi Elementary School. In addition to language barriers, there is a lack of familiarity with American culture, American education, and American ideals.
Some of these kids have not been in school at all.
The district has already had to hire more ELL teachers, an ELL coach for the teachers, and an interpreter that cost over $400,000. And with the growth expected to continue, the district projects spending another $300,000 next school year. But while the struggles are inevitable, the district says they embrace the change and welcome the diversity to the community.
Of course, that is their greatest strength after all. Now let's take a look at this article from the Mon Valley Independent. Out-of-control car causes damage in Charleroi. A car crashed into the porch of one home and nearly hit another Monday afternoon in Charleroi. Somehow, for some reason, the car veered off to the left and it went through a yard, through a neighbor's porch, knocked out one of the supports, ran over another small embankment, and came close to nearly hitting another house. Witten said the incident could have been much worse, especially due to the time of the accident and its proximity to a school bus stop. It's not the first time and likely won't be the last time first responders have to help at the scene of a vehicle into a structure. Witten said his department handles similar calls all the time and he doesn't understand why. I have never seen a town respond to so many of these calls, Witten said. Our response area has more vehicles into buildings than anywhere else. I just can't figure it out. Well, I think we all know why this is happening, don't we? Springfield, Ohio is having the exact same problem.
There have been first-hand reports of wrong-way drivers on one-way streets, drivers ignoring stop signs, and red lights and other traffic issues.
These Haitians are running into trash cans. They're running into buildings. They flipping cars in the middle of the street.
Driving around Springfield, I was looking at the giant holes in some of our buildings.
Boy, can you imagine if a kid ended up getting killed by one of these people?
35-year-old Armanio Joseph, charged with vehicular homicide, entered a not guilty plea.
Boy, I bet the parents must be pissed at the government for putting them in this situation.
I wish that my son, Aiden Clark, was killed by a 60-year-old white man.
Wow. Psychotic. Anyway, back to Charleroi. Here's what a Charleroi city council member had to say about the car crashes.
We've had about enough with that. I've got immigrants in a duplex living on the other side of the street from me, my front main street, and there was a two-car wreck out there. One immigrant wrecked into another immigrant's car, and it was like, here's the police up here again, and I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. We ended up that was 3 in one day. Our speed limit is like 25 miles an hour. It's probably 15 going through our alleyways. How the heck can you wreck? I brought this up at our last meeting. I had it on the agenda. We put that out there with our signage because of all these automobile accidents. The federal government, state government, I don't give a crap who's it. They need to pay for all new signs for our town and in American language, in English, and then if it has to be Creole, if that's the dominant second race that's in town, then Creole, so they can understand what the hell to do when they get behind the wheel of a car.
I expect you will be hearing more about Charleroi very soon.